Hi guys, good evening. Okay, so let me share my screen. So log into this Power Apps. Microsoft.com. Yesterday, what we discussed it, we are discussing about the different in the left pane. What are the different options is there and everything, right? That we discuss it. Okay, so again, see the environment is in default. It is you have to select the proper environment. After selecting the environment, you have to go to the particular apps. Let's discuss one by one. Okay, so under this app, so what I need to do is I need to okay. So open the OneDrive app and everything. So let's discuss more on that particular one. Okay, so yesterday we are discussing about all that left side properties, whatever it is there, and each and every property, what it will do and everything, right? So today we need to discuss more on one or more connections are authenticated. I'll try to fix that one. It's good. Sometimes it is disconnected the connection also. You have to give the connection. And that means you need to connect the data source again. some due to some security reasons they are increasing that one, so you guys need to change that one. Okay. 1 second. Okay, see here. So actually, there is some security reasons they are changing. So while at the time of pointing any sign-in required means you just need to give the credentials again. That means from which data source we are connecting. Again, you need to give the credentials for that one. We are connecting for OneDrive, right? Again, you need to give the credentials, then automatically it will be connected. Understand clearly? So yesterday we had discussed like what are the different left pan options will be there and everything. Today we need to discuss more about the tree view. Okay. So under this, so whenever you connect with any of the data source in Canvas default tab, there are three different screens are created, right? So each and every screen we need to discuss it in today's class. Okay. So in the browse screen, this is a browse screen, right? When you expand this browse screen, you will have a different elements, right? Okay. See here, this is a label element. Okay, this is a label. So where we can get the label, when you go to the insert, you will see a text to label option is there, right? That is the label they are taken here itself. And after taking a label, okay, when you select a particular label here, okay, in under the browse screen, so we need to discuss about the different elements. Okay, in one of the element is label element. So where we can get the label, under insert, there is an option called text label. And so after taking that, they had changed the name of that particular one. Okay, so select that particular select that particular label. On the right side, that label related properties. What is a property? Property is nothing but if you want to change anything related to that particular element, those informations are available in the label. That means change the color, change the font size, change the text, okay, change the alignment, okay, and font style, and there are different options are there. Okay, that means for that particular element, whatever design part, actually we are saying like design part, if you want to change any design part of that element, then we have to go with the properties. Understand? So when you select any particular element, okay, this is the table label element. Okay, in this label element, whenever you select it, automatically on the right side you will see the properties, right? This is about these properties are about this particular label only. Understand? Here also it is there. So whenever you come down, you will see this label name is selected here itself. Okay, that means whenever you selected, if you want to rename this one, suppose by default whenever you take this one, see here like a text label, I'm saying whenever it is taken here, like you will see label one. Okay, if you want to rename that one, you double click on that one and rename it, and whatever you required you can do the changes. Understand clearly or not? So same here also, we already, that means whenever it is canvas default app is created, at that time this label it automatically it will take. So in this label element, there are different properties are there. That means you can change the name of the label. By default it is showing some other name like text or something information like that it is. You don't want to like that particular name, whatever name you want to give it. So select that particular label element, come to the right side, there is an option called text. Understand? So under the text you can change the name of that particular element. Understand? So if you want to change the name, and you can change it. Suppose for example I want to change the font size. Here itself there is a font type. Okay, suppose for example I'm selecting this one. Okay, so whenever I am selecting this one, that related font size font only it is applied. Suppose if you want to increase the size of this one, this label, like suppose for example 35. Okay, see, and click on enter, then automatically apply. So whenever you change any property of that particular element, immediately if it is in the text box, immediately it is not affected. So after changing, suppose I'm applying 30 font size, see here whenever you apply 30 it is not applied. When this applied, whenever you click on enter button in your keyboard, then only that particular font size is applied. Understand clearly or not? So whenever you apply the font size, so if you change anything in the text box itself, directly it is not applied. Whatever value you are given, after giving a value, you need to click on enter button in your keyboard. Understand clearly or not? Next one is font weight. Font weight means, that means this related font, whatever font is provided, you want to give normal, bold, okay, or semi bold or lighter. Suppose I'm giving bold. See how it look like this. Understand? So these are the things will be there. Suppose for example, if you give semi bold like this normal way, it is displaying like this. Understand? This is font weight. And coming to the font style, suppose you want to put it as a underline, as well as italic. Suppose if I'm selected this one, see in italic format, this format font style will stores it. Okay. Suppose for example, you want to put it as an underline for that one, then you have to put this one. Suppose you want to strike through. Okay. See here like this. If you want to put anything font style like this, strike through means whatever the text is there, it is crossed for that particular text. Okay, that is strike through. Okay, next one is text alignment. In the text alignment you will have like a left alignment, center alignment. So if you want to put it as center alignment, you just need to put it here. Okay, so like that, whichever alignment you required, you can change it here. Okay, line height. See here, there are different height. Suppose for example, okay, I'm increasing like 1.8. See here, that means the line height, this whatever the width here, it is a line is there, right? That it will be increased below that line. It will be increased. Understand? Next one is overflow. That means suppose for example, if you want to put it as a hidden, by default it is hidden, it will be there. I mean, when you put that one, the scroller will comes below that one. Understand? So see here, if you want to put like a, okay, 1 second. See, like this. There are different overflows methods are there. Like if you want to change it to scroll, or if you want to change it to hidden, there are different types are there. Whichever you want it, you can use that particular one. So most of the times we don't want to touch the scroller one. Okay. Understand? So that one. Next one is display mode. This is the display mode, different property. Like see here, you have edit mode and display disabled mode and view mode. Suppose for example, if I'm disabled, then it is in disabled. This is the style of the disabled mode. That means in that particular one, you cannot change anything. So if you are clicking on edit mode, always you can edit that one. That means it is showing in a bright color. Okay. If you are selecting in a view mode, see like this. See, normal one label it always it is in a view mode only it will be there. We cannot do any changes into that particular one, right? So like this. Next one is whether you want to see that particular element or not. Suppose for example, if I off it, then see that value cannot see it, that particular one. So that's the reason. So whether you want to enable or disable, here itself, select that particular element under the element. So under the properties, you will have an option called visible. Under the visible, if you want to click on off or on it, based on that, it will be changed. So, and another one is positions, like in which position you want to do. Like suppose, for example, I want to put this particular label as in this position. See here, if I'm changing this position of this label, then automatically the positions are also here, X and Y axis also it is changed, right? Like this. Understand? Even size also. See here, size. That means how much width is required, how much height is required for this element. You have to set it here. Understand? And you can change the color of this particular one, or background color and everything. Border color also it is there. See here in the color, if it is this one, this is a font color. Like suppose for example, I'm changing this one to this. See, like that font color will be shown. Okay, this is what is the this is font color. Okay, what is this one? Come down. See here, this is a font color. This is background color. Okay, what color you want to set it? Like suppose for example, the background is like this. Then see the background of that particular color, it will be applied. Understand clearly or not? So like this, we can do the changes for that particular element. Not only this one, so there are even border and everything. Border also you can put it. Okay, and these are the enough properties are required. And so, and one more thing is, for each and every property, if you want to change anything, mean just you need to select the element on the right side, the properties are available. And one more thing, in another way also you can change that properties of the particular element. Where you can do means elements here also you can change the properties. Understand or not? This property, this is the property name, and under this particular formula bar you can change the anything on the particular property. Okay, suppose for example you don't know what property of this one. What you have to do is you have to select the element, and here I want to change the name of this label. Here itself I need to change it, but you don't know what property you need to select it here, because there are different properties are available here. Then you don't know what property you need to set. Then what will happen is, so here you need to select the element, and after that, see here, these are all the different properties, right? These are the properties name. If you click on here, then automatically that option, that property will be automatically selected. Suppose I'm selecting font. See here, when I select font, the property also changed here, and that related it will comes here itself. Understand clearly or not? Suppose if I'm selecting font size here I'm selecting font size, then automatically that particular font, that particular property here itself it is selected, and for that what value are given in the formula bar it will show. Here also we are giving like 30, right? That 30 value here in the formula bar, this is a formula bar, here itself it will shows the value. Not only this one, any property you can select it, that related it will come itself. Okay, in the formula manner it will shows it. Okay, this is a pictorial format, like directly you can select the value and apply it. But here, if you here itself you are selecting semi bold, but here you cannot write semi bold directly. You have to, along with that, you can write some more formula, like font weight dot semi bold is the formula one. Understand? So no need to remember all these things, because here all the options is there. Whichever property you want it, you can change it here, that automatically it will be reflected. Understand clearly or not? This is about the label. Understand? So here this always the operator is equal to, only if you have to use it, and whichever property you want to select it, you can directly select it here. And suppose for example I want to change the name of that particular text. So then see here, I'm changing that. I'm, I'm, I'm selecting that particular property text, and here, whatever you want to change it, you can change it here in this formula bar also. But if you want to change anything, means must and should, you need to follow the syntax. Suppose if it is a text, but here if you want to change the name of the text, means directly you can give a value. But in the formula bar, you cannot directly give the value. In the double quotes, you need to give the value. Then only it will consider the proper value for that particular property. Understand clearly or not? Like this. So next one is, so if you, these are the different elements. So this is an icon. Where this icon is finding, that means this is an icon. See here, icon symbol is like this, it will be there. If it is icon, where you can find the intent icon, that means under the insert, there is icons folder is there, category is there. In that, there are different icons is there. Whichever you want, you can click on that particular one, or else in the search bar here itself. Okay, you can type like a refresh, or else something like if you don't know, if you didn't find that particular icon, you can scroll down of that particular icon and you can see what icon is available. That icon you need to select it. See here, what is that option name? It is reload. Okay, when you type like a reload, see this is icon. Okay, but here we are giving a name as refresh or something like that. It will be there. Understand clearly? So those related icons, if you want to take the icons, you can take it in that particular screen. If you want to take the icons, whichever icon you want, you can take it that one. So where you can find that icons means under the icons folder, under the icons category, whichever icon you want it, you can get it into that particular screen. Understand clearly? So for this icon also, there are different properties. Like see here, when you select that particular icon, you will see like reload option, rotation. Suppose for example, I want to rotate like 45 degrees. Okay, click on enter. See, in 45 degrees, it will be rotated. Suppose if I'm giving like 90 degrees, okay, then in 90, after entering the value, you have to click on enter button in your keyboard. Otherwise, that icon, the property cannot be applied to that icon. Understand? See here, 90 degrees, it will be changed. Okay. So like this, if you want to change the rotation of this one, you can change it. Okay. And you want to edit mode or display mode, whichever you want it, or visible, like whether you want to show it or hide that particular one. If you want to hide it, you can simply click on that particular one. Understand clearly or not? And positions, like same, similar like labels. All the things here itself, you can change it. Understand clearly or not? And these all are the colors of that particular one. If you want to change anything, color, font color, or else background color. Font means this one, like whatever icon it is showing, for that icon change the color you want to do, it means you can change it. Suppose for example, I'm changing this one. See here, it is changed the icon color. Okay, if you want to set the background for that icon, then you have to choose this option. Understand? Okay, so here itself you can click on this option. Understand? Border, color, focus, and everything, whichever is required, you can use that one. Understand clearly or not? Okay, so next one is like, see here. Okay, this is a different icon. What is this icon? Sort icon. Here also there is fine, you can find that one. Or also there is an icon option is also there, right? When you click on this one, whichever option is required, like a sort something, like see here, directly sort icon name, it will be there. You can take that particular icon and change the properties, and if it is required, you have to use it, because whenever you take an icon, icons are performing an action. Okay, similar buttons are also performing an action, right? Even icons are also performing an action. Understand? Even in Power BI also, for each and every image, there is an action also, it will be there. Along with the buttons, the for images also, action will be there. Here also, for along with the buttons, there are, for icons are also, we have a different action. That means by taking that one, what you want to do it, you can write it that particular one in the formula bar. Based on that, it will be displayed. Understand clearly or not? I will tell you more when we are discussing about what formula you need to write for this one. Everything I will tell you. Okay, and this is also another icon, like add icon. Okay, here itself it is fine. So like text search work. See, this is, when you see this one, you think like it is a search element, but this is not the search element. This is not the direct search element. In this, how they are designed means, they are taking like a text box. Inside the text box, they are putting that particular icon. Okay, this another icon, search icon also they are putting. In both, whenever you are putting the text box as well as search icon, then you thought like it is like one element, but here it is, these are not one element, two elements. Okay, so text box is different and the search icon is different. Understand clearly or not? There are two elements, they are taken and put it there, and you can easily understand what that is. Understand clearly or not? Okay, so that means here in this text box, okay, so So text box having a different properties like default value. Any default value you need to give for that one. Okay, but if you are giving a default value, what will happen? Suppose, for example, and I'm giving XYZ. Okay. If I'm giving XYZ, automatically that always that name, that particular name it will shows. But in the text, for this particular scenario, we don't want to show any text, right? That's the reason I'm giving here like this without having a text. Okay. Next one is format. Either you want to display it. So in this text box, what value you want to take it? Suppose you need to enter the text value or number value or anything, that particular format, you can change it here. Understand clearly? So whenever we are discussing more in further, then you will understand what format option you need to take for that particular text box. Understand? If it is a you are entering number, like character or a date value or something into that one, then better to take the format as a text. If you are passing in the text box as only numeric, then font is like number only it will take. Understand clearly or not? Next one is hint text. Hint text means the background of the text box. Okay. Suppose, for example, see here, the background of that particular text box. So even if you are entering anything, you are whatever you enter it, that value it will come. Suppose, for example, Andy. Okay, it will come. If you are not entering a value, whatever hint is there, that means in the background, whatever text is there, that it will be displayed. If you are entering in the text box, if you are entering any value, then that value it will shows in the text box. If you are not entering any value, then the default of that means the background of that particular text will be displayed. That we can call it as hint text. Understand? Don't worry, when we are implementing the text boxes, then I will show you clearly. Understand? For this text box also, font and font size and everything, there are different things are also same for one element. If you know it, for other elements are also same properties like font size, font and color and everything, all are same itself. Understand? Is it clear or not? Okay, so don't worry, we can take the new particular screen, and in that we can design each and every one, then you will understand what it is. Understand clearly or not? So here, so in this particular screen itself, we have a different elements are there like label, icon, search, text box, search icon. These are the things. Another one is gallery. Okay, this is a gallery. Gallery means, what is a gallery? Means if you want to see the list of values. What is a gallery? If you want to see the list of values, then we can show those particular values in the gallery itself. Understand? If you want to see the list of values, that means what data source we are getting in the data source, what values are there, all the values in the list format. If you want to see it, then you can take the browse gallery. Where these galleries are there, where we can take this one. Again, you need to go to the insert. Under this, see here, if I type like gallery, see here, there are different types of galleries layouts will be there. Vertical gallery, horizontal gallery. If I'm selecting horizontal, see here, in a horizontal manner, it will show. See, that means in x-axis in format that it will shows it. Understand? So, but whichever it is required, you have to use that particular layout from here itself. You can take the gallery from here. Whichever it is required, you can see here, vertical gallery. Suppose if you are taking these galleries, inside the galleries, some different, what will happen here it is, some different layouts will be there. Okay, if you choose in the gallery, okay, in the gallery, if you choose vertical gallery or horizontal gallery, what will happen? By default, some layouts, it will be there and given there, and that layouts will be shown here. Understand? Suppose, for example, I will show you in the new screen, then you will understand it. Suppose, for example, I'm taking a new screen. Under the new screen, okay, see here, I'm taking the gallery. Okay, if I'm taking vertical or horizontal gallery or flexible height gallery, for all these one, there are different layouts. By default, some layouts will be there. With the layouts, it will be displayed. Understand clearly? See here. See here, there are different layouts. See here, some matter it will be there. These are the different layouts. No, I don't want to take any label in that one. Just a blank gallery. Okay, then what you have to choose in the gallery? You have to choose like a blank vertical gallery or blank horizontal gallery. We can take it. See here, if I'm taking these galleries, nothing will be there here. There is no layouts are available here. Understand clearly? So, so they're different based on your requirement. You have to choose that particular one. Okay. So that means here in this browse screen, what gallery they are taken? Vertical gallery they are taken into that one. Understand? They are taking vertical gallery. See here, this is a vertical gallery. In this vertical gallery, okay, for this gallery also there are different properties are there. Understand what are the properties? Means select the gallery. On the right side, all the properties are there. See here, first it will select the data source. That means under the gallery, what values you want to show it in that particular gallery. So it is a list format only, it is there. But in that particular one, what values you want to take it from that particular data source. Okay, that means you need to select the data source for that particular. Because if you are not selecting what values we need to show it in that particular gallery, we don't know, right? That's the reason you are, after taking any gallery or forms or anything, must and should you need to select the data source, and under the data source, what values are there, what columns are there, those it will be displayed. Understand or not? So by default, when you connect with a particular data source, automatically this gallery will be created, right? Under the gallery, that particular OneDrive related table, it will take. Understand or not? So, and one more thing is, under the gallery, so you will have the layout maximum 3 columns only we can take it in that one. That means the meaning of this one is in the gallery we can show each row, we can show only 3 columns. Understand or not? In the gallery we can show each row we can show only 3 columns. Okay, maximum 3 columns we can take. If you want to take one column related, that means each row, one column, one value only we need to show it. Then you have to change the layout. See here, it is showing like a title, subtitle, and body layout you are taking. That's the reason you can hold 3 column values in each and every thing in each and every row in the gallery. That means in each and every row, see here, only those 3 column values only we can see it. Title having a different column, subtitle we are having a different column, and body having a different column. So whenever you take the layout based on that, based on the layout, those related. That means if you choose a layout is 3 columns related, then in that particular layout, we can show only any of the 3 columns on that particular data source. Suppose if you are choosing a layout is title, see here, when you choose a title, that means each row we can show only 1 column. See here, only 1 column only we can show it, because you are showing the total layout is title. Suppose if I'm choosing title and subtitle both, if I'm choosing that one, then what will happen? See here, title and subtitle, these are the 2 different columns. It will, you can change it also, don't worry. First you need to understand the layout. Okay, if your layout is selected 2 only, That means title and subtitle. That means in this particular layout, we can show only any of the two columns from that particular data source. Understand? Once you understand what is layout, see here, there are different layouts will be there. Okay, title and subtitle, title, subtitle, and body. The meaning of this one is in this layout, we can show 3 columns from that particular OneDrive data source. Okay, if you choose this one, image and a title, that means one column it is image value, another one is one column you need to take it anything. Okay, suppose if you choose this one like image, remaining 2 are columns, whatever columns you want you can take it. These are the different layouts, see here and here also. Okay, see here, image, title, subtitle, and body. Okay, there are different options will be there here. Okay, most of the times in the gallery we can take like, see here, either see title or subtitle. Okay, title, subtitle, and body. Okay, there are those those two only most of the times you have to. After choosing the layout, then in that particular layout, how many columns you're choosing? Like 2 columns, suppose. That means in that particular one, what columns you want to display, it's your decision. By default, suppose I'm taking subtitle and subtitle. In the title and subtitle, by default, Power Apps give some default columns here. But if you want to change it to a different one, you can change it. Where you can change it means there is an option called fields. These are the fields. Okay, click on edit. Click on edit. That means in the title, what you want to show it. Like suppose in that particular OneDrive, there are different columns are there, right? So in those columns, which for title, what column value you want to show it. Suppose just you need to select that one. That's it. No need to do. Suppose I want to show first name. Okay. And first name value, it will shows in the title. If and the subtitle, if you want to show like location, just you need to select that particular. Okay. Understand clearly now? Or else what you have to do is, again, either you can change it in the gallery, either you can change it here, like what columns you want to display in the edit option. You just need to choose the columns what you required in the title and subtitle. Okay, suppose for example you want to show 3 columns, then you can, what you need to select it, you can select a title and subtitle and body also. And now, once you select that particular one, what you need to choose, then what columns you want to show it in that particular one. That means see here in that one. So here, title 8 is there, right? In that, what you need to show? Suppose I want to show it as a last name. Then you have selected here. Okay, this is the one of the option to change the columns of that particular layout of the gallery. Okay, or else in another way also you can change it. How you need to do is, inside the gallery, whichever card you are selected, see here, I'm selecting this card. Okay, and select that particular one and change the column names from here also. I will tell you what is that option. First, we need to complete the gallery. Okay, so this is the one. And suppose in the gallery, you don't want to show any particular value. Okay, and visible off here itself, and positions, in which position or size, all these are non-related options, non-related properties only. Understand? Suppose, for example, like see, like this. Wrap count, if you are increasing, that means each row, they are showing 3 rows in a single row. Understand? In the gallery, there are like, so we have different values or different rows are there in a vertical manner, it will shows. Okay. If the wrap count is increases, then they are showing like, see here, If it is 1, like this, it will shows, right? Each, that means in each and every, this is a box, right? Okay, 1 second. This is one box. Okay, under this one, okay, you can show a particular 3 column values. But in this box itself, I want to show few more. That means I want to show 3 different rows in one box itself. Okay, then how you, what you need to do, in the gallery, select the gallery, you can increase that particular wrap count. Suppose I'm giving the 3 here. Then what will happen? That means in one box itself, it will show 3 rows. Understand? Those columns only, those what columns we have taken, 3 columns only. Those 3 columns, 3 rows in that one box, it will show. Understand? Suppose I'm giving 5. 5, it will shows in one box itself, like this. Okay. Most of the times, 1 or 2 only you can use it based on your requirement. Okay. So this is the one. And template size, how much size you required it, and padding, like suppose, for example, see here, the padding means gap between the values, how much gap is required. Okay. If you are giving 0 means nothing, it won't take much occupy the space. So like that. And if you are giving, like, suppose for example, you want a scroll bar, okay, and click on it, then you will see the scroll bar option here, right? With the scroll bar option here itself, you can see the different value. Understand clearly or not? If you want to see the all the values, because if you off it, suppose for example, if the gallery, in the gallery, if the scroll bar is off, what you have to do, I want to see the below values also, you cannot see it. Whenever you run the application, at that point of time only, in that point of time also, you cannot see. Whenever you set a particular value in the search bar, then only that particular value will shows. No, I want to see all the values. Then what you have to do, you have to enable the scroll bar for that particular gallery. Understand? See here. So by default, under that one, you have on it. Understand clearly? Show navigation. When you click on this one, like navigations also, it will be automatically, it will show it. But this option is not required. Always you have to off that one. And navigation step and transition mode, like whether you want to edit mode or display mode, is option is there, right? That is the option. But no need to touch here. Up to here, if you know each and everything, then you can delete it. Understand clearly? This is about the gallery. So under the gallery, when you expand the gallery, see here, this is about the gallery related. If you expand the gallery, what are all the elements we can take it? See here, these are the elements. Suppose if it is a rectangle, this is one of the shape it is. Okay, shape icon is like this. So that those shapes are available here or not. Under the insert, there are different shapes are available or not. See here, these are the shapes. In this shape itself, whichever is required, you have to take that particular shape and you have to use it. See here, I want to see. So by default, these shapes are taken by Power Apps. We are not taking anything. But in real time scenario, all these things we need to take it. No, whichever is required, you don't worry. I will show you whatever the screens are there. This is Power App screens. The same screens I am creating without having all these things. Whatever it is required, those only I'm taking. Understand? Okay. And next one is separator also. That means between the each row. Okay. So if you want to take, this is a shape. What will happen? See here, whenever you run the application, each row having a white space is there, right? That means there is a separator, that we can call it as separator. Each row, if you want to separate, that means by using the separator, what you understand it, that means for each row, this is one row, this is another row. By seeing that, you can easily identify, right? That's the reason separator. But is this required, Vijay? No, not required. If you want, you can use it, or else leave it here. Understand? Next one is this is the one. So here, next arrow, this is an icon I'm taking. Okay. In this icon, suppose, for example, why I need to take this icon? See here, below that it is available. So can we arrange it properly? Yes, you can arrange it. For which position is required. If you set it, automatically other rows icons are also set in the center part. Suppose you are putting here. See here, these icons, that means, one second, I will show you in the dark color. If I increase the font size, then you will understand. See here. Suppose, for example, see in the first row, if you want to arrange any element in the gallery, then automatically, suppose for example, this is the element, right? I want to put this element like this. Then automatically other rows are also arranged similar like that. Understand clearly enough? Okay, that is the beauty of the gallery. Not only gallery, for everything. Okay, and even for first row only, you have to, in the first row where the positions are required, you have to put it there itself. Then automatically other rows are also arranged. No need to arrange it in different rows itself. In the first row you can arrange it automatically. That particular icons are arranged, that elements are arranged. Understand clearly or not? So whenever you click on this particular icon, what you have to do, you have to navigate to the another screen. For navigating that, I'm taking this screen. Understand? Sorry, I'm taking this element. This is an icon I'm taking. So by using this icon, we can navigate it. For that, for navigating, we need to write some formulas in the formula bar. So those things later we can discuss it. Understand? Next one is, so you are taking a different layouts, right? Body, subtitle, and title is there. Okay. For title, what column you are taking? See here, select that column, and you are see for that particular title label, your properties are this one. But in the formula bar, you can change the name of that particular layout. You can change the name of that particular the table. Understand? Suppose I want to show it as a location column. Then you can change it and select that particular element. And in the formula bar, for label, you have to choose the text one. And here you can just give the name. But in the formula bar, if you want to give the column name, means before that, you have to give this item. What is the meaning of this item? This item means under that particular, it will go, that means in that particular data source, whatever record is there, that we can call it as item. Each record having one item, right? So in that item, what column, that column name you have to pass it. So see here. Okay, see here, there are different records are there in this particular data source, right? Each record we are call it as a record, but in Power Apps we can call it as item. This item. Okay, you cannot call the record, you can call it as item. See here, in this particular row, that means this, in this item, which column value you wanted? Last name. What is the last name value? Darling. That it will shows there itself. Understand clearly or not? That means, see, and one more important point is, if you want to do anything on the app itself, please don't open the data source. If you open it, it won't run it. I told you 100 times itself. And once again, I will explain you. So please don't forget this option. Understand? So here itself, if you go here and there, see here, title. In this item, that's the reason in the formula bar, you can write this item dot column name. Which column name you want, you can write it. Suppose, for example, see here, this item dot. I'm giving dot. Immediately, in that particular, because the gallery is connected to the data source, right? All the columns, it will comes here itself. Which column value you want to display? Okay, you just need to select that column name. Here itself, you just need to select. Then automatically it will comes the name of that particular one. Okay, so which one is the best one? Everyone is thinking like select that particular gallery and click on edit it, and here itself you can either you can change it here, because these are the fixed one. But sometimes in one particular element in the formula bar, you need to apply the formula, you need to change the logic of that one. So that's the reason most of the times if you want to change any column means in the formula bar itself it is. Yeah. Okay, you just need to take the column from this layout. Then you have to select the gallery, and under the edit fields you can take it. But sometimes what you have to do is you have to change by applying some formulas, you can change the layout of the particular, you can change the value of that particular one. Okay, so that's the reason always you have to use in the formula bar. This is for title, which one is required, you have to choose that one. Okay, suppose for example, if you select subtitle, see here, the in the gallery that card is highlighted here, that label is highlighted here. In this label, what text property, for text property, what value it is taken, customer number. Suppose for example, instead of customer number, I want to take the location, then you have to select the location column. See, then location values only it will shows it. In the body, suppose for example, I want to show it as like agent name. Okay, then agent, you have to select that particular one in the formula bar. This item dot agent name. You can change the one. Based on that, it will show like this. Understand clearly? This is how you can change that particular value. Not only this one, there are few more options we can change it from in that particular one, and see, we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay, and few other things also we can discuss in tomorrow's class. And about the gallery, next one is detail screen. Under the detail screen, what elements are there, each and every element. After the edit screen, under the edit screen, what elements are there, those we can discuss it. Understand clearly or not? Anyone having any doubts? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. Thank you, Manaswini. Any other one? Other people have any doubts? So we can stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow also class will be there. Please join at that point of time. Okay. So we can stop it here. Bye guys.